Is there a name for a window without glass? I am speaking of a barn or log cabin which has a window opening but no glass. Neither window nor opening seem quite right. A fire blocked the cabin's only door. Fortunately, I squeezed through the and escaped to safety.
Actually, a window. Windeye was originally an unglazed opening to let in light and air, wind. In modern English, it is still possible to use window for an opening without glass.
It's just called a window. If for some reason you really need to call attention to the fact that it doesn't have glass in it, you could call it an unglazed window. Unglazed. Having no glass fitted an unglazed circular skylight. This URL.
As others have said, you could just use the word window. If you want to emphasize that there is not glass pane in it, I would use frame or window frame. The frame of a window that receives and holds the sashes or casements. According to Merriam-Webster.
Neither window nor opening seem quite right. However, both window and opening when used together do. A fire blocked the cabin's only door. Fortunately, I squeezed through the window opening and escaped to safety. Construction sites and references I located use the window-modified term opening for the location where a gap for a window opening will be framed, cut, and installed. Thereafter, the finished assembly continues to be referenced as a window, which can be opened, closed, cleaned, broken, repaired, etc. Given that the construction industry has a bias against incomplete structures, the term window refers more to the intended function of the feature rather than the actual construction and architectural treatment of it.
I would suggest glassless window, but window does not, in itself, imply the presence of glass and is a correct description for an opening in a wall, door, roof, or vehicle that allows the passage of light, sound, and/or air. The origin is Middle English from the Norse vindaga, vinder wind plus aga I. Window replaced the Old English igurl, which literally means eye hole, and iguru idor. The word window was first used in the 13th century. There is also aperture. An opening, hole, or gap. Colloquially, aperture would mean a small opening, and glassless windows tend to be such, for the sake of shelter from wind and cold, so the word would be suitable. Flat glass was made in Roman times, but windows with glass only became common in the early 17th century. Prior to that, windows were made of flattened animal horn. Chaucer, writing towards the end of the 14th century, uses the word window of a domestic home, when glass windows would have been a rare sight, even in aristocratic dwellings. The King James Bible, 1611, translating a Hebrew word written in about 1000 BC, uses the word window. My beloved is like a roe or a young hart. Behold, he standeth behind our wall. He looketh forth at the windows, showing himself through the lattice. Song of Solomon 2 verse 9. Lattice, presumably, refers to a crisscross of wooden slats.